Hello and welcome to the Hard United, the one stop for everything Manchester United. My name is Jude, and today we're going to talk about why we should sign Victor Osimhen over Harry Kane, plus other alternatives we could also look at if we're not able to get Victor Osimhen. So let's get straight to it. So number one reason why I feel we should sign Victor Osimhen over Harry Kane is the age difference. Victor Osimhen is going to be 25 this year. Harry Kane is going to be 30 this year. That's a 5-year gap between these two players. We all know that Harry Kane is a very very experienced player. Is right now is one of the best ever strikers to play in the Premier League. His breaches, blah 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 blah. He's very good, no doubt. He has been awesome for Tottenham Hotspur in last how many years, and he has been very very good. But he's coming to the end of his career, and that notion of Manchester United being a retirement home for players should end. We are looking for a permanent new striker that can give us at most 7 years, 8 years, and that is impossible for Harry Kane to do. Right now, he's going to be 30. His legs are going to be weak very soon. Harry Kane at most at top level have like 2 or 2.5, 3 years at most in him. And coming to other criteria that's going to determine all the other facts, but the age difference is clear. Victor Osimhen has played in the French league, did very well there. He's now in the Serie A under Napoli. They're going to win the league. They're doing okay in the Champions League. They might even win it. They can win the Champions League. He's very experienced already. Scoring goals in the Serie A, scored goals in the French league. He's very very good. Scoring goals also in the Champions League. He's very very good. He might end up being 25 this year, but he has been very awesome. So far so good. So for me, the age difference is clear to see. I'll pick a 25-year-old striker who can also mold to be his ideal kind of striker in like 2 or 3 seasons, compared to a 30-year-old striker who is coming to the end of his career. Even though this 30-year-old striker is an awesome world-class striker, I'm not going to deny that. But the potential in Victor Osimhen is there to see. It is clear to see, and Erik would love to have that kind of player that he knows that he can develop to be better and better. That's the first reason. And for the second reason is the fact that the price difference between these two players. Harry Kane is 30, or is going to be 30. Victor Osimhen is going to be 25. Victor Osimhen is reported to be priced around 120 million pounds plus. Harry Kane is going to be priced around 100 million plus. 5 years between these two players, they cost almost the same price. Why would we spend 100 million plus on a 30-year-old and spend 120 million plus instead of spending 120 million plus on a 25-year-old? That age difference is still there, and it still matters in this case, because we are signing someone who can play at this club for 8-9 years, 6 to 9 years, compared to somebody who can play at 3 years most. So why would we spend 100 million on a 30-year-old instead of spending that on a 25-year-old? And we know Daniel Levy is very difficult to deal with. We also know that Napoli is very difficult to deal with. Let me take you the third reason now. The third reason here is because Daniel Levy is very difficult to deal with. This deal is going to run through the whole summer transfer window, because Daniel Levy is not going to give up that easily. Tottenham Hotspur are prepared to let Harry Kane go on a free next season when his contract expires in 2024. They are prepared to do that. So if you are to convince them to sell him to you now, you are going to have to pay a huge amount. And they are not just going to sell him to you early June. No, they are going to extend it, to stretch it out as they like. And it's going to take a lot of time. Compared to Victor Osimhen, Napoli are, I'm sure, already know that they had to sell him this summer transfer window. He wants to leave. He said he wants to play in the Premier League and the rest. So the method with Napoli is very very direct. Pay what we want and you have him. But the method with Daniel Levy, he doesn't want him to go. So he's going to try as much as possible to do everything he can to make him stay. And that's going to be take so much time. So apart from the age, the price fee, the time taken to sign both players are also relatively easier with Victor Osimhen compared to Harry Kane. So these are my 3 reasons why I feel we should sign Victor Osimhen over Harry Kane. But the most important is the value for money. Like I mentioned, number two, that value for money is the most important. Victor Osimhen at 25 for 120 million pounds versus Harry Kane at 30 for 100 million plus. The value for money is obviously on Victor Osimhen instead of Harry Kane. But I'm not gonna lie, Harry Kane is a world-class striker, very very good striker, apparently proven. But the potential of Victor Osimhen is very very clear to see. And Ten Hag is a developmental coach, and I'm sure, given the record of players he reportedly wanted to sign, they are all young players and with a lot of development in them. Joao Felix, Cody Gakpo, Darwin Nunez, Goncalo Ramos, Benjamin Sesko, all these are young strikers that he would like to have at the club. But the Hurricane, the I think where the Hurricane interest is coming from is from John Mota and Richard Arnold, because they love that English superstar signing. They love it very much. So they're probably trying to convince Hurricane to pick. Probably trying to convince Erik to pick Hurricane. But at the end of the day, I'm sure Erik will prefer signing that younger and developmental player striker over the old and player with less than 5 years or 3 years to play at the club. So that's my opinion. So leave a comment in this video and tell me who would you rather sign over the other, and what other replacement strikers do you think we should also look at. There are many options to look at in terms of striking options. Even Jonathan David also in the French league. So tell me in the comment section below which would you like to which would you prefer we sign, and leave a comment in this video with any other thoughts you have. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed. Click on that notification bell so you'll be alerted whenever I post a new video, and I will see you all on the next one.